Hello everyone, my name is Rifial Kalam Mahardika, and on this video, my friends and I would like to explain and give some examples about stress pattern. So, enjoy watching.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadilatul Laila. Here I will talk about stress and the kind of stress. What is stress? Stress is syllable in English word. Don't all have the same level of loudness. Some are loud, some are short and quiet, some are between. English has 3 levels of stress. The first level is primary stress. Primary stress is the loudest syllable in the word. In one syllable word, that one syllable has the primary stress, except for a handful of short function words like the. It doesn't have stress. Primary stress is marked in IPA by putting a raised vertical line at the beginning of the syllable. Okay, as I told you that primary stress is the loudest, the largest syllable. We will continue to the examples. Primary stress is penekanan yang lebih tinggi atau merendahkan suku kata yang lain dan biasanya ditandai dengan koma atas. Okay, let's continue to the example of primary stress. Jadi bisa kita tandai setelah koma atas atau syllable yang lebih jelas suaranya. So, just it. Inside. Jadi primary stress-nya itu adalah side. Inside. Can you hear it? Next, pretend. Pretend. Yang jelas itu adalah tend. And then mistake. Mistake. Bisa dibedakan antara miss dengan take. Jadi yang lebih jelas itu adalah take. And then economic. Economic. Yang lebih jelas itu adalah na. Economic. The next example is pattern. Next, phonetics. Yang lebih jelas itu adalah netics. Netics. So, it's the example of primary stress.
Hello everyone, my name is Rifial Kalam Mahardika, and now I would like to explain and give some examples about secondary stress. Secondary stress is about syllables which are not completely unstressed, but they are not as loud as the primary stress. Secondary stress is usually marked with a lowered vertical line at the beginning of the syllable. This stress usually applies to some words which consist more than 2 syllables or polysyllabic words. And also, the stress usually marked in the first or the second syllable. Okay, let's take some examples. Epidemic. In this word, you will see that the first syllable, which has lowered vertical line, is the secondary stress, and the primary stress is on the third syllable or on the second from the last syllable. Another example is elementary, personality, transformation, the key To see the difference between secondary and primary stress is, you have to make sure that the primary stress is louder and clearer than the secondary stress, because the clearer your pronunciation is, the more people will understand what you said. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Ilham Wahyudi. Di kesempatan kali ini saya akan menjelaskan tentang unstretched syllable. Apa itu unstretched syllable? Unstretched syllable itu suku katanya tidak ditentukan sama sekali, tidak seperti primary atau secondary, yang mana di sini ditandai dengan adanya vowel sound so. Contoh kata pada combine. Combine itu nya itu termasuk unstretched, sedangkan stressnya dengan stressnya sendiri di suku kata kedua, yaitu bind. Yang kedua yaitu adanya vowel sound I atau I pada kata happy, nya yang unstretched. Yang ketiga vowel sounds O pada kata potato, yang mana to merupakan suku kata ketiga yang unstretched. Tapi ingat, unstretched yang satu ini sangat jarang, yang di potato ini sangat jarang ditemukan. Ya, ini yang bisa saya jelaskan untuk teman-teman. Mungkin ada lebih mengerti setelah mendengar penjelasan dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to introduce myself. My name is Siti Amelia Martin. Okay, now I want to explain about the stress pattern. First of all, I want to explain about the definition of stress pattern. The stress pattern of a word is the way all the syllables are stressed. There can be main and secondary stress or unstressed sound. That emphasis is typically caused by such properties as increased loudness and vowel length, full articulation of the vowel, and change in pitch. And the second, I want to explain about the rules that will enable you identify the stressed syllable of a word. Number 1. Monosyllabic words such as come, go, sit are usually stressed since they can be divided into different syllables. Kata-kata yang bersuku kata satu seperti go, sit biasanya ditekankan karena mereka tidak dapat dibagi lagi menjadi suku kata yang berbeda. Number 2, numbers that end in T are stressed on the first syllable, while numbers that end in T have their stress on the second syllable. For example, 60 has its stress on the first syllable, 60, while 16 has its stress on the second syllable, 16. Jadi, angka-angka yang berhirang T ditekankan pada suku kata pertama, sementara angka yang berhirang T memiliki tekanan pada suku kata kedua, seperti 60 and 16. Number 3, most bisyllabic nouns and adjectives are usually stressed on the first syllable. For example, bastard, clever. Kebanyakan kata benda dan kata sifat bisilabik biasanya ditekankan pada suku kata pertama, seperti bastard, clever. However, there is an exception to this rule, and you have to learn these words by heart. For example, extreme, concise. Number 4. Bisyllabic verbs and prepositions are usually stressed on the second syllable. For example, between, aside, export. Kata kerja dan preposisi bisilabik biasanya ditekankan pada suku kata kedua, seperti between, export. Number 5. Some words in English language function as both nouns and verbs. When such words function as noun, the stress is usually on the first syllable, and as verbs, the stress is usually on the second syllable. For example, refuse and refuse. However, this is not always the case. For example, the word respect has its primary stress on the second syllable both when it's a verb and a noun. Beberapa kata dalam bahasa Inggris berfungsi sebagai kata benda dan kata kerja. Ketika kata-kata tersebut berfungsi sebagai kata kerja, stres biasanya ditekankan pada suku kata kedua. Sedangkan sebagai kata benda, stres biasanya ditekankan pada suku kata pertama. Namun, ini tidak selalu terjadi. Misalnya kata respect memiliki tekanan utama pada suku kata kedua, baik itu ketika kata kerja maupun kata benda. Okay, I think enough for my explanation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Martin, for your explanation. And for the next, rules will be delivered by me myself. 6. Six-syllable words ending in "tion" are usually stressed on their fifth syllable or before the last syllable. Examples: personification, capitalization, initialization. 7. Three-syllable words ending in "ly" often have their stress on the first syllable. Example: orderly, quietly. 8. Words ending in "ik" and "tion" are usually stressed on the second to last syllable or before the last syllable. Examples: creation, commission, accommodation, photographic, authentic. 9. Words ending in "c", "v", "al", "t", and "g" are usually on the third to last syllable. You should also count the syllables backward to get the third syllable. Examples: democracy, photography, clinical, atrocity, psychology. And the last, most compound nouns or a word made up of two or more nouns have their stress on the first noun. Examples: playground, blackboard, football, keyboard. And for compound verbs and compound adjectives, they usually have their stress on the second word or syllable. Examples: outright, outshine, old-fashioned. Those are the rules of how to identify the word stress. For addition, to know all these rules, you need to do two things. Those are practicing and memorizing. But remember, Not all words use and follow these rules, because some words are unpredictable. Thank you guys. I hope you will get more understand about stress pattern by watching this video. See you and good luck.